From the outside, it's just a simple nondescript building, but from the inside, it's a story of survival. Welcome to this abandoned underground bunker, and today we're going to explore inside the bunker to learn its remarkable story. The construction of the bunker began in 1962 under the U.S. Air Force's Operation Q-Light. It was one of 15 Cold War-era fallout shelters built across the country. Between 1961 and 1964, they were designed to protect against a nuclear attack and could each house up to 750 people. This particular bunker was built in rural Iowa with thick concrete walls and steel doors that were blast and airtight. It was constructed in two sections, the smaller one housing 100 people and the larger one accommodating 650 people. These shelters were meant to be used by local residents in the event of a nuclear war. The government believed that these bunkers would keep them safe from the effects of a nuclear explosion and provide them with a place to stay while they awaited rescue. But not everyone agreed with this plan. In the 1980s, the bunker's purpose was changed to store hazardous materials, which further contributed to the mystery surrounding its existence. People began to wonder why the government had built such an elaborate shelter in the middle of nowhere and what exactly was being stored inside. As the years passed, rumors started to spread about the bunker's origins and the true nature of its construction. Some believed that it was part of a secret government project to protect important data in the event of a nuclear attack. Others claimed that it was simply a storage facility for hazardous materials. But the truth remained hidden until recently when one man decided to uncover the secrets of the bunker. After learning about the bunker's past, he became determined to find out what really happened here and what secrets it might hold. He began searching through old documents and interviewing people who worked at the bunker during its operation. His investigation led him to an old newspaper article from 1963, detailing the construction of the bunker and its intended use as a fallout shelter. It turns out that this was not a secret government project or a storage facility. It was built as part of a national effort to protect civilians from the effects of a nuclear war. But there was still something strange about the bunker that didn't make sense to him. Why was it built in the middle of nowhere? And what happened to the people who were supposed to be protected by it? After more research, he discovered that the small town of Ladora, Iowa, had been chosen as the site for the bunker because it was far enough away from any major cities to be safe from a nuclear blast, but also close enough to major highways to allow for easy access in case of an emergency. During its operation, the local residents were informed that they could take shelter in the bunker if there was a nuclear attack, but no one knew exactly how to get there. In the event of a nuclear attack, the residents would have had to follow signs posted throughout the city leading them to the bunker. The signs were designed to be cryptic and hard to decipher, so that they could only be understood in the context of a nuclear attack. For example, a sign pointing to the bunker might say hospital or school, but the actual destination would only become clear in the event of an emergency. The bunker was staffed by civilian volunteers who were trained to assist the residents in the event of an attack. They would have helped people to register upon arrival, and then directed them to the appropriate area based on their needs. The shelter was equipped with everything necessary to sustain the people inside, including food, water, and medical supply. The staff was trained to ration these resources carefully, so that they would last as long as possible. In addition to the supplies, the shelter also had areas for sleeping, sanitation, and recreation. The staff organized activities to keep people busy and their minds off the situation above ground. The bunker was never activated and the town was decommissioned in the 1980s, but the story of what might have happened here still resonates today. It is a reminder of the Cold War era and the ever-present threat of nuclear war that loomed over our heads. It also shows us the resilience of the human spirit and the lengths that we will go to ensure our survival. The bunker is now abandoned and the land above it has been returned to the local farmers. But the memory of this mysterious structure remains and serves as a reminder of a time when the world was on the brink of disaster. Thanks to the efforts of one man, the story of the bunker has finally been uncovered and shared with the world. His research has shed light on a part of history that was previously unknown, and has given us a better understanding of the fears and realities of the Cold War era. We can learn from the past and work towards a better future. Who knows what other secrets are hiding in plain sight waiting to be discovered? As we continue to explore the bunker, we begin to notice some of the strange details that have been left behind. The walls are covered with graffiti, many of which date back decades. Some of the markings are simply names and dates, while others are more cryptic. There are also remnants of daily life scattered throughout the bunker, such as old clothing and personal belongings. It's eerie to think that real people once called this place home. We begin to explore further and come across a room with rows of bunk beds. It's clear that this was meant to be a dormitory for the people who were sheltering here. The bunks are made of metal and are stacked one on top of the other. Some of them have mattresses, while others are empty. It is hard to imagine the fear and uncertainty that must have gripped the residents of when they first learned about the nuclear attack and made their way to the bunker. As we move through the labyrinth of tunnels, we come across a mess hall with long tables and benches. It's clear that this was the center of social life in the bunker, where people would have gathered to eat meals and socialize. There are also signs of a kitchen, complete with a stove and refrigerator, indicating that the people sheltering here would have been able to cook their own food and store it in the refrigerators. The thought of people living in these cramped conditions for an extended period of time is both fascinating and unsettling. We begin to wonder what life was like for those who were forced to live in the bunker, and what it must have felt like to be trapped underground for weeks or even months at a time. We come across a medical room equipped with a stainless steel table and shelves filled with medical supplies. It is clear that the people living in the bunker would have received treatment here for any illnesses or injuries they sustained while underground. The presence of a medical facility in the bunker indicates that the government was prepared to handle the health needs of the people sheltering there. We venture deeper into the bunker and come across a storage room filled with boxes and crates. It's unclear what many of the items are, but it is clear that the supplies in this room were meant to sustain the people living in the bunker for an extended period of time. There are also signs of office space, suggesting that the people living in the bunker would have had some level of organization and management to ensure that everything ran smoothly. We begin to explore the outside of the bunker and notice the thick concrete walls and steel doors that were designed to withstand the force of a nuclear explosion. The sheer size and weight of the doors are impressive, and it is hard to imagine the effort it took to move them into place. As we walk around the perimeter of the bunker, we notice signs of age and decay, such as crumbling concrete and rusting metal. It is clear that the bunker has been abandoned for some time, and is slowly being reclaimed by nature. Overall, our exploration of the bunker has been both fascinating and unsettling. It is hard to imagine the fear and uncertainty that must have gripped the residents of when they first learned about the nuclear attack and made their way to the bunker, but it is also impressive to see the lengths to which the government went to ensure the safety of its citizens. The bunker is now abandoned, and the land above it has been returned to the local farmers. But the memory of this mysterious structure remains, and serves as a reminder of a time when the world was on the brink of disaster. Exploring abandoned places like this bunker can be a unique and eye-opening experience. It allows us to witness the passage of time and the changing of seasons firsthand. By exploring these forgotten spaces, we can gain a new perspective on history and the world around us. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos about abandoned places.